After 26 years in office, Democratic Congressman Mike Doyle says this term is it. He announced today he will not be running for re-election in 2022. And joining us now to talk Mike Doyle's legacy in office and who could be the next rep from our area is KDKA political editor John Delano. John, thank you for joining me tonight.
Hey, Megan, it's always great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
He seemed to get pretty emotional today. What did you make out of that and the reasons he gave for retiring?
You know, I've known Mike Doyle a long time. I met him back in the 1980s when he was chief of staff to a state senator from Penn Hills, and I was chief of staff to a congressman from Mount Lebanon. So we had lots of dealings over the years, many, many times. He's not a super emotional person. So I was a little surprised when he broke down a bit during his press conference, and it was with reference really to his wife, Susan, whom he basically said, you know, had to carry the ball because as a member of Congress, he had to spend so much time away from his family, away from his children. And you could really sense his regret at that. And of course, he's going to try to make up for it during his retirement years, is what he told me when I had a little one-on-one with him later on.
What kind of impact has Congressman Doyle had on Western PA in his 2.5 decades in office?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt he's been a very strong advocate for the city of Pittsburgh and the surrounding community, particularly when it comes to federal monies. He brought in more than $1 billion worth of federal dollars into this region through the universities, through robotics, through artificial intelligence programs. He was a senior member of the Energy and Commerce Committee and has been really focused in recent years on telecommunications issues, including artificial intelligence. So, you know, I think he's been a somewhat quiet member of Congress, and he's been criticized for those who want, you know, sort of the AOC loud shouting approach. That's not Mike Doyle. He's a much more quiet, contemplative kind of person, even though he's considered very liberal by a lot of people's standards.
Now, you've had a chance to talk to him and interview him during some big moments in his career. I wanted to ask you, any favorite memories that really stick out?
Well, there are lots of memories, of course, when you interview political people. But I do remember interviewing him in 2016 when he was in a sit-in on the House floor with Congressman John Lewis, the late Congressman John Lewis. The protest was basically over the Republicans who controlled the legislature would not bring up gun safety bills. And so John Lewis and a number of his supporters, including Mike Doyle, sat down on the House floor. Now, mind you, this was before Zoom, but he was able to use his cell phone, which is against House rules, to communicate with me in our newsroom, and I recorded it, and we put it on television, of course. The other issue that, the big one, was on January 6th, when I had the chance to interview him right in the middle of the insurrection, the attack on the Capitol. He was in the complex there, and we got basically his impressions of being locked in, hunkered down, and we were able to communicate at that time via Zoom and bring it back to folks in Pittsburgh. I mean, those were just extraordinary moments. Obviously, there were plenty of press conferences when he's touting, you know, his money for robotics in Pittsburgh or AI or whatever the issue is. But those particular incidences sit in my mind.
Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight and for sharing that. We're going to have to get to how crowded this Democratic primary is going to be at a later time.
Everybody's going to run for this
just
office.
Everyone,
so yeah, happy back.
Me and you.
Yeah, why not? Why not, Megan? It's your turn.
Thank you for your time. We always appreciate it, John.